Welcome to a brief presentation of the IMPETUS project, its structure, development, and results. The project received funding from the European Union's Horizon 2020 research program under Grant Agreement 883286. The IMPETUS acronym stands for the Intelligent Management of Processes, Ethics, and Technology for Urban Safety. More information about the project can be found at the IMPETUS website at www.impetus-project.eu. The main goal of the IMPETUS project was to work with smart cities to improve the security of public spaces. The project addressed three important issues. First, how can advanced technology improve the security of a smart city? Second, how will this technology affect the daily routines and operations for those who manage smart cities, and specifically the safety and security of the public? And third, what ethical considerations must be considered when addressing new technologies in smart cities for public safety? The IMPETUS consortium comprised of 16 partners, with SINTEF in Trondheim, Norway as the consortium leader. Project partners represented 11 different European and associated countries, and the project started on the 1st of September in 2020 and concluded on the 28th of February in 2023. The total budget was 9.3 million euros, out of which the European Commission funding was 7.9 million euros. The 16 consortium partners represented a diverse group of stakeholders from research institutions to universities and NGOs, as well as public authorities and industry, all who share an interest in the public safety field. As the map shows, project partners represented nations both in and outside of the EU. Two of the consortium partners, the cities of Oslo in Norway and Padova in Italy, tested the IMPETUS solution, culminating in live exercises in both cities. The IMPETUS project also established the Community of Safe and Secure Cities, otherwise known as COSAC, which is a group of stakeholders from outside the project consortium interested in smart city safety. COSAC provides access to broadened pools of knowledge and experience to help guide and assess the project's work, and to create ambassadors to help disseminate project results and potentially become early adopters. The COSAC Forum will continue after the completion of the IMPETUS project, focusing on smart city research, development, and promotion of smart city technology and solutions. At present, there are 47 members of COSAC representing a wide array of interested partners. This community includes smart cities, EU projects, universities, smart city technology consultants, experts on personal data protection and counterterrorism, and smart city software solution providers, as well as city police organizations and research centers. If you are interested in learning more about the community, please contact Sandro, the community manager, at the email address on the left side of the screen. The first technical and acceptance test of the IMPETUS solution took place in Oslo in November of 2021 at the Oslo City Hall. The IMPETUS technology was put into use at the Security Operations Center, or SOC. The SOC operator utilized the IMPETUS tools and platform, which helped the IMPETUS team refine system integration as well as helpfulness to the operator. One of the IMPETUS tools, a workload monitoring system, was used to monitor the stress of the SOC operator during the event. Since firearm detection is one of the IMPETUS tools, the Oslo test included a simulation of an attack with a gun outside of the City Hall. The simulated attack was captured by CCTV cameras, and the firearm detector sent an alarm to the SOC operator via the IMPETUS platform. As this was the first field test of the IMPETUS system, the project team received valuable feedback from the SOC operator and the Oslo City Security Center for future improvements of the system. A second technical and acceptance test took place in Padova in Italy in December 2021. To ensure the test was built upon the experience gained in Oslo, the SOC operator from Norway's test was also present. The Evacuation Optimizer, one of the IMPETUS tools, was tested using a simulation with a crowd of volunteers evacuating from Piazza del Signore in Padova. Local police assisted in public evacuation and crowd control, and the time to evacuate was monitored, and this data helped to calibrate the Evacuation Optimizer tool. The IMPETUS integration platform provides an interface for the SOC operator to access the various IMPETUS tools and to make sense of their outputs. The development of the platform was greatly facilitated through the use of an open software solution developed by the Snap for City program. This software was developed and is maintained by the University of Florence in cooperation with a consortium of partners and end users. More information on Snap for City can be found at the Snap for City website at www.snapforcity.org. A SOC operator can access 8 IMPETUS tools through a dashboard which is created using the Snap for City software's dashboard builder. While one display gives the operator an overview, a second display provides access to the interfaces of the individual tools. The interface is designed so operators can efficiently monitor alarms and alerts and initiate simulations or analysis when needed. The names of the 8 IMPETUS tools are shown on the right side of this slide. We will describe these tools shortly. However, in addition to the IMPETUS project, also developed practitioners' guides. The guides raise awareness and bring lessons learned from IMPETUS to a wider audience. They consist of guidelines, tutorials, materials, checklists, references, information, and more, covering 3 core areas. Ethics, how to integrate ethical principles and procedures respecting data privacy and operations. Cybersecurity, how to guard against, detect, and deal with cybersecurity risks in smart city contexts. And operation, how to integrate new technologies into existing work practices to enhance operations. While the guides are based on lessons learned in Impetus, they are also applicable to other applications of technology and smart city security. If you would like more information on the practitioner's guides, please go to the link shown on the screen. On the next slides, we'll briefly describe and provide more information on the 8 Impetus tools. Firearm detector. Dangerous scenarios and extreme events involving the use of weapons, sadly, still continue to occur in our cities. The purpose of this tool is to use surveillance cameras to detect firearms in real time and improve the physical security of open spaces. Bacteria detector. The bacteria detector continuously monitors bacterial concentration in the air to help protect citizens from biological hazards. Urban anomaly detector. This tool uses artificial intelligence techniques to gather data from multiple sources over long periods of time to recognize patterns and determine what is normal at different times and places. It then uses that knowledge to detect anomalies when they occur, even if they have not been observed before. The tool categorizes these anomalies so a human operator can evaluate whether they represent a real danger. Social media detection. This tool scans large volumes of text on social media and other public online sites looking for topics or keywords that might indicate potential trouble or threats and warn the SOC operator accordingly. Workload monitoring system. This tool minimizes potential human error and improves human-machine teaming performance by monitoring the physical, emotional, and mental workload status of operators while they perform their duties. It provides an early notification of an individual and/or a team's workload capability and ability to cope with stressors during emergencies. Evacuation Optimizer. This tool provides instant advice to emergency staff on how to effectively manage an evacuation based on simulations of different evacuation scenarios. The main purpose of the tool is to pre-optimize and support the management of a controlled crowd movement in complex events held in public spaces and to prevent any injury and/or loss of life during emergencies. Cyber Threat Intelligence. This tool detects, classifies, and helps mitigate cyberspace threats to an organization's IT assets. The purpose of the tool is to continuously expose the earliest indication of cyber risks to an organization's network from deep and dark web forum or markets, as well as private messaging groups. Cyber Threat Detection and Response. This tool detects cyber vulnerabilities in IT systems, raises alerts, and suggests countermeasures. The Impetus project launched a public perception survey on smart city technology with the citizens of Oslo and Padova, the 2 partner cities. The information from the survey has been integrated into the practitioner's guide on ethics and data privacy. The following slides cover the results of the survey. There were 3 focus areas of the survey. How familiar are you with the topic of smart cities? What is your level of worry about the amount of collected digital data? And what is your level of worry about the different types of data collected? In terms of being familiar with the concept of smart cities, there was no significant difference between the answers from the citizens in Padova and Oslo. Only about 30% of those surveyed were familiar with the concept of a smart city itself. Concerning the level of collected data, overall, those surveyed in Padova seemed less worried than those in Oslo. Several factors could have impacted the survey results, such as differences in culture, climate, and public education, as well as public views on the importance of security. And then there is the level of worry about the type of data collected. While again, there is no significant difference between Padova and Oslo, it is important to note that citizens of both cities are most concerned about CCTV cameras following their movement throughout the city. Their most next worrisome type of digital data collection is from routine activities such as shopping online or web searches. Oslo Live Exercise. With the aim of demonstrating the final Impetus solution in realistic context, live exercises were held in Oslo and Padova. The Oslo Live Exercise took place in Oslo City Hall on the 18th of August in 2022. The exercise was observed by 5 COSAC members, 60 external guests responsible for emergency response in Oslo, city representatives from Norway, as well as other projects and countries. A comprehensive Impetus scenario was prepared for the live exercise at Oslo City Hall, structured to test each Impetus tool as well as the integrated platform. During the exercise, analysts and SOC operators needed to prepare for a cyber attack discovered through the dark web, interpret signals of possible unrest detected on social media, analyze unexpected anomalies in public transport movements, respond to a person with a weapon in the middle of a demonstration outside of the City Hall, and finally, contain a biological attack on the City Hall and manage the subsequent evacuation. More details of the Oslo test can be found in the Impetus newsletter available at the link below. Padova Live Exercise. The second live exercise took place in Padova on the 6th of October in 2022. Project partners and around 30 external guests gathered in the offices of a local police station and followed the exercise via live video of the exercise itself at Piazza del Signore and to the SOC, where the staff were using Impetus tools to monitor and respond to events as they unfolded. The live exercise depicted a scenario in which criminals tried to incite a terror attack in the square by taking advantage of an unauthorized demonstration against further COVID-19 restrictions that the City Council was planning to adopt. Early indications of a demonstration in the square were detected the day before the live exercise using the social media detection tool. In addition, vulnerabilities and possible attack on the city's IT systems had been discovered by the Cyber Threat Detection and Response tool. The Cyber Threat Intelligence tool had also uncovered and solved some potential threats from the dark web. While tension in the square was growing, another crisis arose when bacteria detection tools signaled high levels of bacteria in a municipal building, possibly due to a biological attack. As personnel evacuated the building, they merged with the demonstrators in the square, and panic and chaos followed. In the chaos, 3 people armed with guns prepared to shoot into the crowd. The firearm detection tool alerted the SOC operator, and seconds later, local police units responded, promptly arresting the gunmen before they could fire their weapons. The workload monitoring system was used to monitor the operators in the SOC, allowing the supervisor to be made aware of any signs of stress during the live exercise. More details of the Padova test can be found in the Impetus newsletter, available in the link below. Final Impetus Dissemination Event in Rotterdam. The Impetus Project Final Dissemination Event took place in Rotterdam, the Netherlands, at the end of January 2023. The event was organized with the support of the Security for All project, which is coordinated by the European Forum for Urban Security and their members, and funded by the European Union's internal security fund, Police. Around 70 participants from Impetus, COSEC, and Security for All, and others gathered to discuss the future of urban security and how to adopt advanced technology solutions in urban planning and city daily life, and during which time they received a demonstration of the Impetus project solutions. The first day started with introductions and was followed by a walk and talk around the Rotterdam city center. The walk and talk session looked at the mitigation strategies, prevention, and security in public spaces. The evening session gave guests the opportunity to network and learn more about the project in a more relaxed and social setting. The final Impetus Dissemination Event program is shown on this slide, and after an introduction of Impetus, European Forum for Urban Security, and Security for All projects, 3 panel debates addressed the following issues: adopting technology for urban security, how did it go and what did we learn? Dilemmas arising at the intersection of security, technology, and society, and how to best approach them, and facilitating widespread and responsible uptake of new approaches to urban security. Within that context, an exhibition was held of each of the Impetus results. That includes capabilities and innovation, potential role in the wider context of urban security, and current level of maturity and development plans. The event program was conducted with the question of, where do we go from here? Addressing the lessons learned from the day and dream about the future. The Impetus event's 3 main goals were successfully met. First of which was to bring together actors in the field to share results and experiences and to establish cooperation for the future. Second, to help stakeholders understand the potential and challenges of adopting technological and non-technological approaches. And third, explore ideas on how potential barriers to adoption of new approaches, including ethical concerns, can be overcome, and identify what future steps are needed. The Impetus Final Dissemination Event showed how new tools and methods can improve the safety and security of the public. When it comes to technology, we, the partners in Impetus, are proud of what we have developed and demonstrated in the Impetus project. But we know and fully recognize we have only partially explored the space and potentially useful tools, knowing that new tools will emerge in the future. So at this event, we looked at the broader picture and considered what innovations the future may bring to improve the safety and security in smart cities. More than 100 experts from 11 countries have participated in the Impetus project. The development of the Impetus solution platform, tools, guides, and documentation is all a credit to these experts and their significant contributions to the project's success. While the pandemic made it difficult for the project team to meet in person during the first year of the project, it was possible for some of the team to meet in late 2021 and early 2022, and during the last 8 months of the project, normal travel was possible. Thank you for your time and interest in the Impetus project. If you'd like to know more about the project itself or have specific questions about the tools, best practices, or solutions, please contact Joe or Harold via email. You can also find more details about the project on the Impetus website at www.impetus-project.edu. And finally, please feel free to share this Impetus project information across your network and to anyone who might be interested in connecting with the Impetus community of safe and secure cities. Thank you.